Yeah, I agree. Now, okay, I got a question. The question is, if we take Michael out of this equation, okay, just a new killer, so to speak, that's coming back, or a new killer that lived in or that lives in this house that they don't know about, does that change this movie for you?
Probably. I don't know if I'd still give it a good review though, because I still hate Buster Rhymes' character.
Yeah, see that's what
I think Buster
I
Rhymes'
feel.
character was everything that I just said, annoying, etc., blah blah blah. I think the what's the other one? Banks.
Uh, Tyra
Tyra Banks.
Banks.
I think she added absolutely zero shit, like
Yeah,
zero, like it was nothing, like and she was more she was just as much of a bitch in this than he was a fucking nuisance,
yeah, yeah.
and she got killed, but you didn't get the pleasure of seeing her, and then I'm going to be honest with you. I did not give two fucks about any of the characters. The only character that I
No.
liked was, and they killed him off, was the black dude.
Yeah.
I thought that he was fantastic in that role, and they killed him. And after that, I was like, I don't care about any of these other people. They're here. I just don't like it. Anyway, we get
Yeah,
to
pretty
Rob
sad.
Zombie's Halloween, and I absolutely love it. And if you want to know the controversy of this, just fucking
Listen to any of our episodes where oh, listen to our 31 days of horror movies. 31
yeah,
being our favorite to watch on Halloween is Halloween. We take a dive. Well, do we talk about zombies on that one?
yeah,
Possibly. I don't know. I
probably.
feel like anytime we bring up Halloween, we talk
Well,
about the zombie
you can
controversy.
you can just go to any Facebook group and you can hear people and it's the same goddamn. I don't like it. Rob Zombie put a backstory. It didn't need it to be blah blah blah. All of these people do is take like a John Carpenter interview and mimic it, and it's fucking disgusting.
But it does make me sad that John Carpenter like shits on it.
It doesn't make me, because Stephen King shits on The Shining, and The Shining is my favorite horror movie of all time. I would walk up to Stephen King, said I know, and I'll be like, you know what's my favorite of all time? And he'd be like, what? And I'd be like, The Shining. He's like, oh, you're a big fan of that book? I'd be like, no, I'm a big fan of the movie.
It's what got me into the book.
I don't
I mean,
read, to be honest with you. I
yeah.
love Stephen King, and I've told this story before. I've read a little bit of it, but the only book that I've read page to page is fucking Pet
Pet
Sematary.
Sematary.
I'm not a reader, guys. I could have like every single Stephen King book, and it would take me probably 25 years to read them. And
Honestly, as far when it comes to the Rob Zombie movies, I love Michael in the Rob Zombie movies. He's fucking
yeah,
the most brutal.
it's my favorite Michael in all of the films.
Right. Like I was talking about in the Friday the 13th remake, that was my favorite Jason. Honestly, until the new ones, Tyler is the most brutal Michael. I'm not going to say I like his look the most, but as far as actions and the way he carries himself and the evilness, that's the importantness, the nothingness in it.
Yeah.
That Michael is perfect.
Yeah, I can agree with you. I can agree that probably Halloween Kills is my favorite looking Michael Myers.
Right.
With the mask is it's a little burnt, it's a little worn, it's a little everything. In Halloween Ends, it's too fucked up for me to like it.
I don't like the
It's like
the
cobwebs. Yeah.
on it.
And 2018's good. I like it. I like it aged a little bit more in Halloween Kills. But
I
anyway,
get that.
as far as the brutalness goes, how he kills people, the whole 9 yards, it's Rob Zombie's Halloween and Halloween 2. And I've come to the conclusion, I don't give a fuck. I like them. I'm not even going to try to defend them anymore because it's really, you either get it and like it, or you don't get it and you don't like it, or maybe you do get it and you still don't like it. Regardless, you don't have to like it, and that's fine. I do like it, so I'll represent it. And now we get to the trilogy, the David Gordon Green Blumhouse trilogy. 2018, fantastic film. Halloween Kills gets shit on all the time, which is
I don't know why.
It's my favorite in the trilogy.
So fucking good and brutal.
Halloween Ends is a good movie that did not need to be made.
Yeah, it didn't go. It would have made sense if it was the first one.
The same thing you asked me. You take Michael out of Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah.
Ask me that about Halloween Ends. If you take Michael out of Halloween Ends, it's a fantastic movie.
Yes.
The fact that David Gordon Green squatted down and spread his cheeks and shit on every Halloween fan on the entire planet. And he put his heart and soul into this to give us two really good movies. And because of a bunch of internet fucking fans hurt his feelings because they didn't like Halloween Kills, he gave up on Halloween Ends. And that's what happened. He was through with it, and he threw some shit on the wall, and it stuck. And he promised us a conclusion, and he gave us something else. He gave us something else because he got bored with the fucking franchise. He got bored with it, and instead of getting the showdown that we should have gotten with Laurie and Michael in this film, we got a entirely different fucking movie altogether.
Yeah.
And he shit on every person, and I do not know how Blumhouse can trust this fucker ever again when he announces that he wants to do trilogies. Because he has proven that he gets butthurt, and he has proven that he gets bored.
Yeah.
So, thank you for the first two. Fuck you in the asshole for the last one.
Yeah, my problem...
That being said, I'd rather watch it than Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah, same. I think this is my thing. I think if you take 3 and you use parts of it, and you could probably insert it into, I don't know, the first one and second one, you could probably make one really solid movie with the best parts of the 2018, 2019 Kills and Ends. Like
I think
it makes no sense that Laurie is just like
the character is ass backwards.
Yeah, it's ass backwards. If she would have been that way at the beginning of 2018 with her guard up, her guard down, right, that would have made sense.
She should have been ready for the showdown in Halloween Inn instead of being this fucking house mommy or whatever the fuck she was trying to be.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense.
That shit should have broke her out of this house mommy phase into kill a bitch phase.
Yeah, because it's like we said beforehand, she's Rambo in 2018 and she's fucking Martha Stewart in Halloween Ends.
Yeah, makes no sense.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
But it's still a solid franchise.
Personally, I agree with you. I think that, it. You know how the first Halloween ends and Halloween 2 picks up right after Halloween, and I said we can watch it as one long movie.
Right.
Imagine if you had 2018, then Halloween Kills the same night, which is what they did, and then immediately Halloween Ends. All 3 movies, same night, it ends, blah, blah, blah. How fucking awesome would that be?
That would have been amazing. We almost had it. It was almost there.
Yeah, so out of the entire franchise, there's some that are not great movies, but like I said, I like anyway, like 5 or whatever. It's got a funky ending, but whatever. Ends, I don't like that, but I'll watch it from time to time. Not as, Resurrection, I might watch it every fucking blue moon just to reassure my hatred for it.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, that's why it's number 2, because of all the other, besides those 2 kind of funky ones, you still have, there's 13 movies, so if you take away 2 of them, there's still 11 kick-ass fucking movies.
Yeah, there 11 kick-ass movies, or 12 kick-ass movies, depending on who you are. But I guess the reason why it fell at number 2 is the consistency. The story is very mucky at this point.
Yeah, and I often get angry. Like, I get it. Like, okay, if you watch a film and it doesn't pick up where the last film leaves off, I get some people could be confused.
Right.
But as soon as that movie starts and it kind of gets going, you kind of have a sense, right? You're like, okay, this is not made by the same people that made it before. This is not this blah, 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 right? And I just don't get how other people can't catch on to that. I can't understand how somebody can watch 2018 and go, where's Laurie's son from H2O? When it has, when they have said time and time again, ignore everything past the first film. I mean, you can't get more precise than that. Ignore everything. Watch the first film and then watch our film.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand.
Pretty straightforward. It's not like it was trying to hide anything,
right? And I can get going into Halloween Ends and being confused, because we all were confused.
Yeah,
because that's legit. That's legitimately like fucking with people's heads right there. But to sit here and say, it would be like somebody watching Friday the 13th, 09 and going, what the hell? I thought he was in space. What happened?
God almighty. I bet you there was somebody out there like, I thought Jason was was an astronaut now.
Yeah, I just don't get how how some people can't realize that some of these films go together really good, like a hand in a glove, and some of them are just one-offs, and you got to look at it like that.
Well, you remember at the end of Jason X, he fell back to the earth, and he was on I think it was a crystal lake. That's where this 2019 one picks up.
Yeah, it's just...
Oh, my God. So help me. If you know somebody out there that really thought that, hit me up, because I want to smack this person.
And don't get me wrong. We love to educate. We love to explain. But please don't be one of these people to, after we explain to the best of our ability, you had your ears closed the whole time, and you still, if you legitimately want to know, ask us. If you don't care and you just want to get in on the conversation, and even after we tell you you're not going to retain the information, then just fuck off.
Yeah, for real.
But anyway, what's your number 2?
Number 2 was
shit.
Putz.
So we go number 1. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Which I pretty much know what your number 1 is.
Yeah, I might as well say it because you mentioned it earlier. My number 1 is Friday the 13th.
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
And I'm not going to spend too long on this. You done a good job covering it. The first one is a camp classic. The second one is when we get Jason, the sackhead, very underrated Jason. The third one, it's famous for getting the hockey mask and the iconic look. Friday the 13th, the final chapter, which is the fourth one, is my favorite one. I love that one. I think Ted White is an amazing Jason. Yes. The addition of Corey Feldman was amazing. I love the whole Tommy Jarvis thing. Part 5 is very underrated. This is not as Jason. This is The Imposter with Roy. Oddly enough, The Imposter Jason is the most brutal fucking Jason as far as death scenes go.
Yeah,
in my
true.
opinion. So, in my opinion,